Okay, what's up, guys? So, Hot T has uploaded. She uploaded this. I don't know. I seen it late. She might have uploaded this earlier. They don't even show like they should show like the time, like the actual like was it 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? But I think this was uploaded late, but also early. I don't know. Usually she does like her her Trisha Paytas videos on Tuesdays and stuff. So that's why I'm like, this has to be a special video and things. But anyways, this video is titled Gabbie Hanna Exposes Trisha Paytas. Now, if you guys don't know who Gabbie Hanna is, she used to go by the name The Gabbie Show on Vine. She was going by it for a while and stuff, and then she was also in David Dobrik's like earlier like vlog videos and stuff. So, yeah. Gabbie, she was actually, no, I had been following her since Vine. Like, Gabbie, she was one of those Viners that I did. Like, her videos was pretty funny and stuff, so. But, yeah, she's, like, doing music and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the last I seen of her. I don't know what else she's really doing. Maybe she's doing, like, her own blog and stuff. But, anyways, make sure you guys go subscribe to Hot T for more videos like this. I apologize if I also look tired. It's almost 2 a.m. and I don't know, just had like a random burst of energy and stuff to do videos and things. So anyways, let's get into this video. Gotta show love to Hot T.
Hey guys, welcome back to Weekly Tea View, the show where we go over random tea that spilled in the past week. So last week I had you guys fill in a poll for what we should call this little weekly segment, and 41% of you guys voted that we stay with Weekly Tea View, so that's what we're going to do. The next closest option was Tea of the Week at 23%. Before we start, just a reminder that I do have a giveaway for an iPad, so if you want more information on how to enter, make sure you check out my video linked in the description below. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is Gabbie Hanna's new video titled Jessie Smiles, Trisha Paytas, Alex James, and Beyonce. This was a 44-minute video, you guys, and she talked about—
Okay. Because now, yeah, the first three I can understand, but Beyonce, that's where I'm like, what beef? Like, if this is overall a video where she's going off, like, beefing on these guys or something, like, what beef can you possibly, like, no disrespect to Gabbie, but I'm like, have y'all and Beyonce, I gotta see what this video is gonna be about. I should watch the Gabbie Hanna's video, because I'm like, if Gabbie Hanna and Beyonce, if somehow they are beefing, I'm like, yo, that would be wild. That would be very wild. But yeah, I know Jessie Smiles. I remember Jessie Smiles from the Vine days. She it was like she said that it was another Viner's, like Curtis Lepore or something like that. He like sexually assaulted her. And then Alex James, I remember he was like, what, in like 3 or 4 David Dobrik's vlogs, but he's also an old Viner. And then we all know that the world's fastest reader. She was on Ellen, tried to scam Hot T out of her money and stuff, but Trisha Paytas, but Beyonce, we gotta see about this.
But I'm here to give you guys a really quick summary of the most important notes. If you want more information, I suggest you watch her entire video, which I will link down below as well. Gabbie finally decided to make this video after Jessie Smiles' video a couple of days ago, where in the thumbnail you could see the question, did Gabbie ever apologize after the video? Gabbie says she wanted to solve the situation in private, as she doesn't believe it's right to constantly make videos about everyone you dislike. Gabbie starts off by showing texts between her and Jessie, where she asks Jessie to stop bringing up the scandal between them in her videos. This is because at the time, the hate against Gabbie was getting really intense, and every day she would wake up to new tweets or videos about her. In her texts, which I actually read a lot of them, it seems like Gabbie was honestly trying to tell Jessie how she wants whatever is between them to stay like that and not out in the open for everybody to express their opinion on. Jessie agreed with Gabbie and said that they both hurt each other.
Well, you gotta like see, and it's no disrespect to Jessie Smiles, but as far as I know, and like once again, not being disrespectful, but Gabbie Hanna, everybody's making videos like talking about her and stuff. Obviously, if you got some issues with her, because my thing is like, if you are big enough, and Jessie Smiles, I mean, she was like, you know, kind of like big and popping on Vine and stuff, but I had to say like after Vine, yeah, I think, yeah, last time I heard about her is when the Curtis Lepore stuff was like being talked about. What was it, last year or a couple of years ago? I think it was last year. But yeah, I don't know, like she ain't really as famous as she used to be back then. I mean, she was famous on Vine, but not as much, like not compared to like Gabbie and stuff. So, of course, like I don't know. I'm not gonna necessarily say that she's milking the situation for views. And Gabbie, you know, she just wants this, like, she doesn't, like, care about the views or any of that stuff. Maybe it's just, like, or it could be a situation where she's just all, like, you know, there's already enough hate behind it already. I don't need, like, close friends and stuff to be hating on me, too. So, either way, a lot of conspiracy theories with this situation, but I don't know. I personally think Jessie Smiles, she's, like, you know, doesn't really have a whole lot going on, and she figures like I might as well use this situation to get something started. But anyways, because like you think about it, it's like, yeah, it's like I don't know what the backstory is, like whether Gabbie did her dirty or something, but that could be the case. And Jessie, she's probably just all like, oh yeah, and it's like I come out and talk about that, then all her fans come to my channel, and then I end up getting all the fans. So
Other and that she also wants to leave things in the past. However, at the end of the conversation, Jessie blocked her and Gabbie couldn't message her anymore. Gabbie says that they both apologized to each other and that she truly thought everything was resolved between them. And that they just weren't friends anymore because they outgrew each other. Now, fast forward to November last year when Gabbie was going through tea with her all-time favorite YouTuber, Trisha Paytas. While she was going through that, she gets a tweet from her fans saying that Jessie subtweeted about Gabbie, and her tweet said, "If you're a shitty person, the world will find out. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but it's only a matter of time." That night, Gabbie starts getting tweets about how she collaborated with her friend's rapist, how she's a social climber, and how she ditched her best friend for her rapist. Basically bringing up things from a couple of years ago. Not to mention that these are things that Gabbie had already talked to Jessie about and that she thought they already solved privately. Gabbie straight up denied ever collabing with her friend's rapist, whose name is Curtis, and she said she never defended him either. She actually talked about times when Curtis would take pictures when he saw her at events, and she would immediately tell him to stop taking pictures of her and stop communicating with her. Gabbie made it clear that she would never bash Jessie and would never support Curtis. However, over the past few years,
Curtis, though, I mean, he got a lot of, I mean, he's still doing his thing. Like, I just seen it was he posted an old Vine video on TikTok, but he was on the For You page on TikTok and things. And I don't even know how he ended up on there. It's like I can't remember the last time I sat down and was like watching his videos and stuff. But I mean, he still be getting like people collaborating in his videos. I don't think it's like any of the like OG Viners and stuff, but maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, Curtis Lepore, I think yeah, a lot of people after all that allegation stuff came out, it just kind of killed any opportunities he had with people. But yeah, if he's out here living reckless and foul and stuff, then yeah, I think it's I just noticed Gabbie's eyes, like, why she looked like that dude from Friday, or like some, I don't know, like she got like some like straight up like I don't know, I hope that's a contact. If not, then I'm like, dang, how come I never noticed that when watching her videos and stuff? Like that just doesn't look
people
right.
have been bullying Gabbie.
I don't understand why people, when they do that with their contacts, like have either both of them black or both of them like light and things. But when you have one black and one light, like I'm going to seriously think that you see dead people. Like that's like you got the golden eye or something. Like that's not normal.
Rumors about
that's
her
not normal at all.
Gabbie says that this absolutely did not
she
happen,
got normal
and
eyes.
there's nothing on the internet proving this either. Gabbie says it's because of these rumors that she reached out to one of her fans who tweeted about being upset with Gabbie over this issue. In an effort to find out the source of this rumor, Gabbie asks her fan to send any proof of her and Curtis together, or any tweets of Gabbie supporting Curtis publicly. This fan quickly realizes that there is no evidence out there and apologizes to Gabbie for believing the rumors. She asks Gabbie to clear her name, and that is when Gabbie tells her that she doesn't want to bring this up anymore and wants just all of this to be over. I'm not gonna lie guys, it hurt when Gabbie said it felt good for someone to believe me when she was talking about this fan believing her, because it just shows how much hate she's gotten over the past few years.
Yeah, it's just because people, they just, like, I feel like some people, they just already hated her, and then when all this stuff just came out, they were like, oh yeah, let's just run with it without, like, finding any, like, evidence of things. I had to say, I kind of relate to her on the situation where it's like people, they'll say things about you, and it's all like, okay, please Like, show me the evidence, but don't overall just sit here and say, like, you did this, you did that, and stuff. And I'm like, do you have the proof? Like, do you have the proof that I did these things? So, yeah, it could be frustrating at times dealing with people like that. But, you know, the thing is, I can say is, like, you will have better days. This stuff ain't gonna last forever, you know, eventually. That's one thing that I have to say is, like, all the people that's like spreading hate like on YouTube and things, like eventually they will see their final days on YouTube. Like it'll get to a point in time where it's like you're just sitting down recording videos or making videos. Like there's people that used to make videos about me all the time and I just don't see them anymore, and I'm like, wow, that's very just refreshing and things. Like it feels like it just makes the environment better and stuff. So but then you get like some new person in the area, and I'm like, God, please, just go with everybody else. Don't come here. But anyways.
But Gabbie says she's sorry for reaching out to this fan. She never wanted to bash Jessie. She was angry and hurt and just wanted answers. She says she regrets her decision to message her fan and is embarrassed by it. The second thing Gabbie talks about is Trisha, and you know what this means? We're probably gonna get a whole rant from Trisha about this because her life is boring and she will literally respond to anyone who mentions her name. So the first thing Gabbie says is that there was no legal action taken against her, which shows once again that Trisha, the drama queen, literally makes things up for the internet. Gabbie says that she thought she and Trisha were on good terms and didn't know that Trisha had an issue with her until one of her friends contacted Gabbie saying that Trisha is telling everyone that Gabbie begged to come to her house. Gabbie proved this to be wrong by providing screenshots of Trisha sending her an invite to her house. After this, Trisha starts hating on Gabbie and starts talking about how Gabbie told everyone she has herpes. Gabbie says that David and Jason were over at her house and Jason told her that he had hooked up with Trisha. At this point, Gabbie has heard rumors of Trisha having herpes, but she didn't have a close relationship with Trisha, so she didn't contact her directly and ask about this. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Imagine some girl that you know and don't have a good relationship with calls you and asks about your sexual health. Like, that would just be weird, right? Gabbie says she and Jason were close friends back then, and when he told her about this, she was talking to him as a friend and was concerned as a friend. She told Jason that she has heard from a close friend of Trisha's that she has herpes and Jason should talk to Trisha directly to make sure. Gabbie says she never wanted to hurt Trisha and make her sad. She only did this to potentially protect her friend in case this was true. Okay, so the third person she talked about
it's not like it's not like she's like going out on videos and stuff. Like if it was like a private matter, then cool. But yeah, she was like going out on videos all like, alright, so yeah, this YouTuber got herpes and stuff. Like, yeah, it wasn't that. But Trisha Paytas, I mean, we all know who she is as a person, so can't argue with that.
James. Now this topic actually boils my blood. Let's take this back to a couple of years ago when Gabbie and Alex made a video about being in a haunted hotel. Gabbie says that on this trip she actually had severe panic attacks and had convinced herself that she was haunted. For example, she would wake up in the middle of the night and her bathtub would be full of water, the jacuzzi would be on, there would be banging on the door but nobody out there. Gabbie says she would have meltdowns and that she actually changed her room because she was so scared. She says that she asked Alex multiple times if he was the one doing all this and he would deny it every time. A couple years later, Gabbie decides to ask Alex one more time if he had anything to do with what had happened during their trip, and this is when Alex confessed to everything. I won't read all of this to you guys, but basically Alex calls Gabbie ridiculous and dramatic for being upset over him lying. This is so annoying to me, you guys. She was literally crying and having multiple panic attacks and calling a priest for God's sake, and he decides to continue his little joke and now make her seem pathetic.
Okay, like my thing is, if you're gonna scare somebody, jump up out of a corner and scare them. But if you're having this like long-lasting prank, joke, whatever you want to call it, it ain't even a YouTube video. Like, nah, you just doing this stuff like off camera. Like, I can maybe understand, like, you know, you jump out and scare somebody off camera. Okay, then that's one thing. I've done that to numerous times myself. But at least they knew it was me. Like, and I'm just like not covering my face, and they say, like, I don't even know how it'd be possible to do something like that. But I'm just saying, let me turn off my TV because it's just being distracting right now. But anyways, yeah, like, you don't do stuff like that. Like, nah, that's just, that ain't cool. That's not cool. Like, yeah, I remember he was, from the Vine days too, and I was like, I thought his videos was funny, but doing some stuff like that, bro, like, I don't know, like, I mean, we ain't cool, but you definitely lost some points on that one. Like, if there ever was a time where I would watch your videos, I'd just be like, dang, he was doing some shady stuff. Like, it's just, like, to me, that ain't funny. Like, eventually, like, okay, like, turn it into a YouTube video and then be like, eventually, like, you come out and say, like, oh, yeah, I was just playing and stuff. Then I feel like that, oh, okay, like, haha, jokes, all that. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Okay, I could, like, you know, look back on it and just laugh about it. But it's like, if it requires the person to ask you numerous times and then you deny it, and then there's the one time and you come out and be like, oh yeah, I did it, but you shouldn't be bad over it and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you on drugs? Like, what's wrong with you?
For bringing it up, and once again she is now blocked and cannot contact him anymore. This is basically the major things that she was talking about. Now, someone who's totally neutral in this situation, her video does make sense. She seemed genuine, she seemed regretful, and to be honest, I don't agree with the hate that she gets. I'm not her biggest fan, but some people, for whatever reason, really hate Gabbie. I think she's making an effort to move on, and after this video, I believe people should...
Yeah, it's like, honestly, I think it's because, like, people that are like, oh, she ain't funny. Like, they say that about a lot of Viners back, you know, for, like, from the, like, OG Vine days. Like, the much more popular and famous Viners. Because they were saying that about King Bash. What other Viners? I think it was like all of the like mainstream like Lele Pons and stuff. Like, they hate on these people and they ain't even did that to anybody. They are just out here just making 7-second videos. They honestly was entertaining people if they was like one of the most like followed. They are like some of the most followed people on the app Vine. Even still to this day, they have followers. They have a bunch. Like, I was getting into an argument with one guy about King Bash and him, like, you know, being funny and things. Because, yeah, he was trending not too long ago on Twitter. And people are all like, oh, like, yeah, he ain't funny. And the one guy's like, yeah, he ain't funny. Like, he's never will be. Or he has to, like, beg to get. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously he has to go through, like, some audition and things to appear on TV shows. Because I'm like, dude appeared on TV shows, got millions of followers and stuff, still gets like a crap ton of likes, views, and all this other stuff, like, and be on TV shows. I'm like, yeah, it's like, you honestly gotta like kill it at something and things. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like, when I hear people like saying like, oh, I hate Lele Pons, or I hate Gabbie Show, or I hate King Bash, or any of them other like OG Viners and stuff, I'm like, alright, you just don't like their videos. It's just to hate them as a person and they've done nothing to you. Yeah, that's just stupid. So
should stop bringing up things from her past. Moving on to Colleen Bollinger, she came out with a response video a couple of days ago. Not only that, but a day before Colleen's video, like another channel comes out with a video titled The Dark Side of Colleen Bollinger. So this video is probably one of the cringiest and most disturbing things that I've seen in a while. Basically, it's just a compilation of old videos of Colleen saying racist, rude, and disgusting things. As you can imagine, there was a lot of backlash and people in the comment section were mad. Now, a day after this video, on May 12th, Colleen came out with her video titled Addressing Everything. In this video, she talks about how she was a teenager when those videos of her being racist and making fun of overweight people came out. She apologizes profusely.
It's funny, like, that's like people's like, that's like their go-to thing to say, like, oh, I was young, I didn't know any better. Like, when I was young, I knew better not to say racist things to people and stuff. Like, I've been like, I don't know, I would say that I've had racist experiences in my life. I studied, like, you know, racism. Like, one of, like, the main people I was studying when I was a kid was Martin Luther King. So I studied a lot about that stuff. And I just knew, like, being racist ain't gonna get you nowhere. So I learned that stuff young. And I feel like that's the lack of some people today. They'll say some racist tweet or they'll say some stuff like back when they were a teenager and they're like, oh yeah, I was young, I didn't know. I'm like, no, you had opportunities and chances to know that this stuff ain't right. Like, I'm like, that's, I'm just like, yeah, if you out here saying things like that, it's like, would you say that to a person's face, yes or no? If you say that to a person's face and walk away with no problems, then okay. But if you can't do that, you shouldn't be saying that stuff on the internet and videos, nowhere. Look at the one girl years ago, she came out with the video, Dear Fat People, and all that backlash that she faced for it and stuff. Yeah, it's like, you can't come out and things like, she couldn't even say no excuse like, oh yeah, I was young and I was a teenager and stuff. Like, woman was like 30 years old, I think, when she came out in that video. So yeah, then I remember, you know, then she came out with a video not too long after that, and it was like the This Is America, like, parody or something like that, but it was like a women's version of it. And I'm like, look, I support women and their rights and everything that they believe in. But don't do cringy stuff in the process. Please don't.
That's not who she is today. She said watching these videos embarrasses her and that she can't believe that she said these offensive things that could hurt people. She also said that she uses humor to talk about topics that are painful for her, which is what she did when she was explaining a story about
so I can understand if you use it for yourself, but when you're using it for like other, so for an example, if I was like using like black, I don't know, like something that has to do with black people, but overall it has something to do with me. So I don't know, I'm not going to say I'm a perfect person, but I'm just saying there was like a problem with me. Then I would use that as a joke, alright? But it would be about me. So therefore, nobody could get offended besides myself. And I'm like, but I just don't I don't understand how that would work out. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, joke about yourself, but when you're joking about other people and then you don't even know if they're going to be offended or not, yeah. That's, you need to work on that.
Her dog bit her and was forced to be put down by the vet. She again apologizes and says that she is not the same person today. She then talked about the situation with Adam. First she mentioned sending underwear to Adam, who was a minor. She says the situation was taken way out of context and that she was giving away clothes on her live and Adam asked for the underwear. She says he tried them on, took photos, and this was basically a joke in the fandom. She says she always sends fans weird things and that in her mind this was no different. But she says that she doesn't know what she was thinking and now she realizes that she should not have done this. She also says that she didn't know Adam's mom was uncomfortable with the relationship because she seemed very supportive. She even commented under Colleen's photos. Colleen said that if she ever knew his parents were uncomfortable, she would have stopped all communications with Adam. Now, when Adam posted that infamous tweet, Colleen admits that she did not look at it before he posted.
Wait, what? Huh.
She says, I put zero blame on Adam and it was my
Yeah, that photo, man, that's like kind of scary because it's like I feel like that my friend would that's the thing though, like my friend has definitely taken a photo like this. No, I'm gonna have to like clip this and then tag her in it and stuff. Like, I ain't trying to, like, I don't know if she even knows who this girl is, and I ain't even trying to be offensive, but I'm just saying, like, I know for a fact that my friend has taken a photo like this, and I've seen it before posted on Instagram. Like, that's just mad scary. Like, my friend looks like if they were making a Lifetime movie, and then this was the cover, I feel like my friend could, like, recreate this photo. I'm pretty sure she got the same hat. I'm positive that she has a coat like that. Yeah, I know for a fact that my friend has a coat. I remember she would wear that coat all the time at work. But anyways, yeah, dang, that's crazy. That is mad crazy. I can't remember, like, my friend, she said there's people that she looked like. She might have said it was this girl, and I didn't know who it was, but nah, for a fact, though, like, they do, like, this is, like, the freaking, she's, like, she's about, like, a year or 2 years younger than me. This is, like, I don't know. I feel like this is like the 30-year-old version of her and stuff.
Responsibility to check over the things he posted. She just let him know that she was upset, but that wasn't his fault. Adam then logged out of the account and after a while messaged Colleen saying that he was upset with her and how she ended things. And at the end of the video, she wished all her fans, and specifically Adam, happiness in the future and then apologized if she ever hurt anyone. She says she's still trying to learn and wants to be a better role model.
Like, there she don't really look like her.
Alright guys, you know I hate the current cancel culture that we have. I'm also not the biggest fan of bringing up old videos / tweets in order to prove that someone is a bad person. I think people change and make mistakes, but this doesn't mean I'm okay with ignoring what happened in the past. The truth is that these disturbing things were said by Colleen and she can't deny it, nor did she try to deny it honestly. I'd like to believe the best in people, but I know the hurtful things she said can't be forgotten. I do appreciate her coming out with an apology, and I think she can move in a positive direction if she does in fact truly learn from this. Regarding what happened with
I don't know, my theory is with people like that, when that stuff gets out, I feel like that they think like that all the time. Cause I'm like, nah, I just feel like that whatever racist or comments that they made years ago before on Twitter when they were suddenly a teenager and stuff, yeah, I don't know why, I just think that that's how they think 24/7. I mean, you made those tweets, like, that's why I'm like, you go back on old tweets of me, I'm like, I'm not making any, like, racist derogatory comments. Like, if I, like, I don't, like, honestly, though, I'm like, I can't even think of a racist derogatory comment I made. I don't even make, like, racist comments about, like, black people and stuff. And I'm like, nah, it's just a sensitive subject. And I'm like, it's just, racism is a very, very sensitive subject. And I'm like, I, overall, can't do it and stuff. Like, I don't know. I had to, like, yeah. It was, I remember somebody did try to do that, though. They was, like, trying to go through my old tweets and things. I'm like, bro, you are a grown man. Like, it was just a weird and cringy video. I'm like, I can't watch this. I'm sorry, but
Adam,
this
like
ain't for me, bro.
Videos, I think both parties were at fault, and I'm very happy to see Colleen is taking responsibility for her actions. Now, let's look at a couple of the comments from the video. One user said, I love how authentic she was. She didn't cry or blame anyone else like other apologies. She owned up to it, and I respect that more than anything. She's my role model. Good. Not all comments were positive, however. One user said, dude, her apology was pretty decent, but I really question her restraint and boundaries. She didn't even have second thoughts about all her interactions with that minor. I don't know. I've never watched her stuff, but I don't think I will ever now, just because she seems like a loose cannon. I hope she learns from this and instills personal boundaries between her and her fan base. Okay, guys, so the third topic that we're going to discuss today is Lily Singh. As you probably know, Lily's late night show, A Little Late with Lily Singh, ended its first season in December 2019. A couple of days ago now, Lily announced that they have been approved for a second season. Now, not everyone is super psyched about this. Lily's first season actually received a lot of criticism from viewers. For example, some people said that she steals jokes or has the same jokes in most episodes, and that she has a fake audience with fake laughs. Now, in her recent YouTube video titled My Honest Thoughts... I don't like shows like that. There's shows that I watch and I'm just so like, this... I think there is at one point in time I just saw, like, I searched up on YouTube like fake, I don't know if it was for like a video I was doing, but I just saw like fake crowd laughs or something like that. And it sounded just like how it was something from a TV show. And then I know there's TV shows where I'll be like listening to it. I'm like, I've heard this same laugh track like numerous times in this like same show but different episodes. I'm like, that's just the same person in the crowd like saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, come on. You guys, like, I think at that point I'm like, I just wouldn't do, I don't know, I either wouldn't do the show, or I just wouldn't have no fans in the art, or I'll just hire people and stuff. Like, I'm like, and that's the thing where I'm like, you're getting in millions of viewers. Most likely, some of those viewers are in the same place that you're recording, or at the same state you're recording at. So you can very well be like, hey, if you want to be at a live showing of this show and things, like, show up. Like, I don't know if it costs money to get in and things, but like still though, like, just show up and stuff so we don't have to add no laugh track. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't understand it. And I'm like, bro, it don't need to be like that. Like, just thoughts about my late night show. Lily talks about some
I feel like that's what makes the show though. Like, if you watch, there's this TV show, if you watch like maybe the first, because I don't know about the last seasons and stuff, but if you watch, like, there's this episode of this TV show called Martin, when the main character, he ran like a stop sign, but he was trying to fight the ticket in court, and he just started freaking out, flipping out in the courtroom and stuff. Everybody in the crowd was dying. Even the actors that was on the stage and stuff, they were even cracking up laughing. Like, and you hear this one dude in the background screaming. He wasn't even laughing. He was screaming. Like that saying that everybody likes to say now, like, oh, I'm screaming. Like, that's that guy. That, like, no, seriously. I'm like, if a person, like, when a person's like, oh, when I'm screaming, that's me, like, yeah. I don't know what I was trying to say. I was trying to say something. It's freaking 2 a.m. My brain is not working right. It's, like, somewhat there, but at the same time, it ain't completely there, but... If I'm Screaming was a person, it would probably be that. No, that's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was trying to say. If Screaming was a person, then it would definitely be that guy from the TV show Martin. But, yeah, I had to, like, find the name of that episode and tell y'all to watch it. Or just search up, like, Martin freaking out in court or something. Like, and you guys should see it. But anyways, yeah, it's a pretty funny episode. But no, that's a crowd. That's an audience. Like, but that fake stuff, nah.
things she learned
Can't do
during her
it.
first season, that she's new to all this and that she just needs more experience to make a better show. However, she did not specifically mention any of the criticism that people actually have. For example, a lot of people are saying that her jokes are all about being a bisexual woman of color. One person commented, "If your whole personality is your sexuality and your race, that's not much of a personality." Now, I looked back and I found a video posted in February this year by a fan who actually went to 4 of Lily's late show recordings as the audience. This fan said how they would hype them up before the show started, have them laugh for no reason while they record them, and basically the crew kept telling the audience to always be super hyped and smiling for the camera. She also says that the show has paid audience members who attend every episode of the show. Their job was to, again, make sure that everyone is happy and laughing. I'm personally glad that she got extended to a second season, and I just hope that she takes the criticism she got and learns from it and creates a show that is just better in quality, to be honest. Okay, so this last comment, it's really mean, but I thought it's funny, so I had to show it to you guys. As a Canadian, I apologize to our American cousins for offloading Lily Singh on you. Relax, we gave them Ryan Reynolds. We can afford to screw up a little bit. And our final topic for today is Jeffree Star. He's being slammed on social media for releasing his new palette change, Cremated, during the coronavirus outbreak.
What?
People call him tone deaf and said that this was bad timing for this new palette, specifically because of the name. One user wrote, what the fuck? People are being cremated because the mortuaries have run out of space. Bad timing. This
I wouldn't even if there wasn't no thing going on, I wouldn't come out with some makeup palette thing and call it Cremated. Like, why? I'm telling you, the names for some things, like, I'm just like, bro, what is this? Like, why would you You could, of all the names that you could have came up with, you could have had people brainstorm with you. And if y'all was brainstorming and you guys all just thought Cremated is the best name for this makeup palette, nah, bro, you come out with something else. Seriously, I'm like, I don't care what it is, but I'm like, Cremated is just, that ain't it. Especially during this time, like, it's definitely not it, but dang, Cremated? Like, I don't even think I would be able to buy something like that if I was into makeup and things. I'm like, nah, that ain't normal. That ain't normal.
Daily. In a YouTube video released yesterday, Jeffree said that this palette was supposed to be released in April and was delayed because of the pandemic.
No, my half-asleep self, I thought that had been a person.
Not only is dark and gothic like the tone of his palette, it's also a catchphrase that he uses to say he's mesmerized by something. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video.
I thought they were going to talk about
the video. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this, so please let me know in the comments down below.
I like
Until
it.
Next time, stay safe.
Go ahead,
and
drop
I'll see you
that
soon.
like.
Bye.
I thought they were going to talk about, was it Jeffree Star, though? I think they were saying that he was telling one of his friends to go and engage in a sexual activity and stuff with a drug dealer and things to get some weed, and I'm like, wow, that's something. All right. Like, dang. I'm like, that's like a part of me. I'm just like, I'm so happy I don't like smoke weed or do any of that stuff, just so I like don't have to deal with things like that. I'm like, that's just sad though. I'm like, I thought that's what they were gonna talk about. I think it was Jeffree Star, and they said that was him and things. But anyways, yeah, man, freaking life is crazy right now, all this stuff. I was like, I wonder, it's like, yeah, I need to go watch that Gabbie video, see what she has to say about Beyonce. It's either she's beefing with her, or she just landed probably the best feature of her life. Like, if she gets featured in a Beyonce album, song, whichever, like, yeah, you're set for life, Gabbie. But anyways, but no, this is a good video. Shout out to Hot Tea. Make sure you guys go follow her or subscribe to her on YouTube. But no, she also has a TikTok. So yeah, she followed me on TikTok. I don't know why. I'm like, like a part of me is like saying like, yes, I am friends with Hot Tea, but then another part of me is just all like, bro, I gotta like straight up just be like a straight up fanboy over. I'm like a supportive like person though. Like I ain't going all crazy and all that stuff in people's comment section and things, but I'm just saying like a part of me is like still just like fanning over Hot Tea, but then another part of me is just all like, we're friends. But I'm like, I don't know. Like if there's like I'm saying, there's gonna probably be a day where like me and Hot Tea we like meet up or something, and I'm gonna like honestly no, if she wants to. and give it a full-on crazy fan treatment. I'll scream. I'd go and join one of them crying classes just so I can fake cry and stuff. And yeah, just straight up give her like what like Beyonce fans how they be acting. I act just like that towards Hot T. If not that, then yeah, just over. I'll try to be a friend, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, I'm hanging out with Hot T right now. I don't know why, but I'm just all like, I don't know, like Hot T, she's just one of those YouTubers that it gives you like a vibe. You're just like, you gotta be a fan of this person and stuff. But anyways, subscribe to her, subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.